So I'll start again. This summer, Rachel and I went on a holiday in Suffolk, a sketching holiday, which I found immeasurably useful. And so I'm going to take you now through the steps they took me. Well, some of them anyway. There were 3 or 4 different methods of doing these things. So I'll take you through method 1 so that you can have some idea of what I think are some pretty brilliant ideas, especially if you're not very good at sketching, which I'm not. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a picture. And we're going to treat this photograph as the object we're going to sketch. And we are going to look at it in different ways and for varying lengths of time, right? So when I say look, I have to say look, because it's not going to be a long time before I cover it up again and you won't be able to see it. And then you have to draw it, see? So in the first case, I show you the picture, I give you about 2 seconds, I cover it up and I say, now draw what you see, what you saw, right? That's not the end of the story. We go through different ways of looking for about 5 or 6 different methods, so that you end up having really observed what you see, so that when you come to paint it, all the information should be in your head. Okay, now let's see if we can get this wretched picture in the right place. Oh, it's not bad.
There they are.
Right, there you are. 2 seconds. 1, 2. Draw what you saw. You've got about 5 seconds to do it. Right, okay, that's it. Now you're going to go to the next space. I should have asked you to divide your page into 6 or use 6 different bits of paper or something, but it's not drastically important that you do this. Okay, so I'm so new to this, I need to have a crib. Well, excuse me a moment. Right, now the next thing to do is I'm going to show you the picture again, and I want you to describe it as if you were talking about it to someone and you want to say, suppose if it was a boat, well, it was sitting in the water and there was a dinghy, there was a buoy here, a mast. So you've got the gesture, the boat, the circle for the
buoy,
for the mast. This is gesture, if you like. I'm going to show you the picture again, count to 5, and then I'm going to cover it up. And I want you to draw with gesture what you feel you saw, right? So I'm not asking for accuracy, I'm just asking you to think about it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 5. Right. Gesture. Right, that's it. Now, this time I want to use you to use your pencil like this. So you're using.
It's not on the screen, ma'am. Push it up.
Is that better?
Yes, there you are.
So you're using the pencil on its side to give yourself mass. This time I'm going to leave the picture visible for you, and I want you to draw only the shadows. Only the shadows. And don't forget the shadows on the waves, right? And on the beach. The picture moved.
A little, but it's okay.
Right, off you go. Contrast is what you're after now. So you're just putting in the shadows. But you can see the picture all the time, so you can refer to it as often as you want. And you've got about 5-10 minutes for this.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yes, I'm not cruel. Making a strange noise, Rick. Is that you?
Yes. Oh gosh.
Right, okay. I might have to continue next session. Right. Now, find another piece of paper, if you can. I'm running out of paper in my book. Now, this time, I want you to look at the picture, not at what you're drawing, and draw a line round the edge of the shape. So in fact, you're outlining it, but you don't ever take your eye off the image. You're just using your pencil and your eyes going along the line, trying to keep them at the same time, so that you end up with a line drawing of the outside edge of the bloke and his dog. Okay, you've got time to do this. You've got well, probably 5 minutes. We may have to switch Zooms to do the last bit, but you know, there we are. That's life. So you're going around the edge. You're not watching the pencil. You're watching the image and just drawing the image. Okay, off you go. So you don't look down. You follow the image. And you try to keep your eye going at a steady pace. Following the line round. Try not to get ahead of yourself. It is so difficult not to get ahead of yourself. Remember, you're not drawing the shadow this time. You're drawing the whole thing, light and shade. Right. Now, when you're doing this yourself without me driving you, you can obviously take as long as you like to do each of these stages. Yeah, might be ridiculous, but you know, it pays off in the end. How are we fixed for time?
We have 5 minutes left of this Zoom.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
Change.
Right, just let me have a little check. Right, the next thing I want you to do is to look at it again, and this time draw not the image, but the spaces in between. So if we look at it, there is the space between his legs and the dog's legs. There's a space between the dog's legs there and the sand, and here too. His legs creating a different shape there, and a different shape there, and a different shape there, and there's this weird shape around the back here. Now, if we come along here and draw in the edge of the wave and then go up his back till we come to the edge of the next wave. And we can do the same here. So in fact, we're drawing we're not drawing him, we're drawing this shape, the same as over this side. Do you see what I mean? Yeah? Right. Oh yes, you can look at it, for heaven's sake, yes. Yes. No, you can look at it, fine. Okay.
So for those on Zoom, we'll run this one until the end of the Zoom, and Zoom will cut us off in our prime, and we will come back in the next with the next link. So have fun, and I'll see you next time when this one finishes.
Hi. Oh, dear. Do you want to kill it? Kill it. Well, are people nearly finished? But for the sake of the Zoom, I'm going to roll on a bit. Okay. Now you will see by doing these various exercises, you are looking at whatever it is you're going to draw in differing ways. One is a glance, what was my impression? The second one was, how would I describe it? The third one was, let's look at the shadows. And then, what does the edge look like? And then this one, what are the negative spaces looking like? You see, so you've been looking at this image in a lot of different ways. So you should have quite a bit of information there now. So your last exercise, and I will take care over this because you're going to use it in the painting session, is to actually draw the image. You can look while you're drawing it the whole time so that you make as good a drawing as you can, but try most of the time to do looking rather than watching the pencil. So you look and you create your line, and you look again, and then you create your line, so that you spend more time looking even while you're drawing. But the image will stay there for you to copy. Okay?
Okay, so for those on Zoom, we now have 10 minutes. So I was a little ahead of myself in expecting it to finish earlier. So we will leave this run for at least 5 minutes of those 10.
Not what you produce, it's how you get to what you do. Let me show you how. Try when you're doing this to keep your pen on the paper the whole time. You're, in effect, taking a line for a walk.